With that, chat, let's do it. It's time for another few seasons for the Greenville Good Dudes. We got off to a decent start last night in terms of the talent on this Draft to Glory base team, including Ragnarsson, which, again, I don't know what his true overall is. He is somewhere between like an 86 and a 90. Morale is on, so I don't know how good he actually is. The morale system is really, it's really messing with us moving forward. It is. And Achilles, yeah, but hey, I make do, and I get through it. Oh, God. Speaking of death, how do you think you'll die? How do I think I will die? Hey, Jay, you know, you're on an airplane. There's a lack of control, man. Like, your life is in someone else's hands. Whether it be the pilots, the machinery, and hoping that everyone on the ground does their fucking job and checks everything out right. What a question from Ender. How do I think I will die? Explosion of the sun. I don't know. What's that? Like 5 billion years away? I don't know if I'd want to live to be 5 billion and 29 years old. You know? On one hand, but then again, if you're immortal enough to live 5 billion years, why would the heat death of the universe kill you? Because at that point, you're immortal. Right? So, no, you live in America, mass shooting. I mean, the odds are on the side of that, yes. It's a more than 0% chance that it could be that. All right, I'm gonna put it out there into the universe. Die of old age in a hospital or in my own bed. Home bed. Die of old age in my own bed. Let's put it out there. That is how it's gonna happen, which means it isn't. But I can hope for it. I can hope for it. All right. God, our coaching staff. Hey, there's good old Gimme Tacos, James Dimitrakos, at a Bruins Cup parade. Ooh. God, at that point, you'd always be, hey, you remember the guy who died at the parade? Worst ways to go out. Death by snoo snoo would be pretty good, too. Does it have to be from a gigantic Amazonian woman on a planet of Amazons? Like in Futurama? Heart attack at 36 in the stress of bad NHL games. Joke's on you. I don't give a shit about the NHL enough to have a heart attack over it. If it isn't, then it's not snoo snoo. Well, I don't think it'll be death by snoo snoo. If it is, it at least wouldn't be my choice, in which case, that's just a terrible way to die. I mean, dying during sex. Hey, maybe not the worst thing in the world. Dying by unconsensual sex via Amazonian woman, as in Futurama. That doesn't sound very fun, does it? There is quickly the threshold from when it's like, okay, this is interesting versus, oh, this is a problem. Would I rather live until like 105 but just be so decrepit you can barely function, or 65 from a stroke? I'd take 105. 65 is too young, man. Should I get F123 if I'm just starting to get... Yes, F1, any sports video game is a great way to further get into the sport. 100%. 100%. Heart attack, competing with Joey. Dude, I wouldn't dare compete with Joey Chestnut. If I had a fucking 30 hot dog lead, he would 40. He would still win. How about the first human death via alien? So the problem with that, Murray aiming for this weekend. Aiming for this weekend for the update video. The problem is, if I'm the first human death via alien, that means I'm also probably not the last at a very similar time. You know? So that wouldn't be fun. If I reach 75, I've already decided I'm trying heroin because at that age, what do I have to lose? You know? That's fair. That's fair. You know, all the thoughts of like, you know what? Fuck it. Why not try this, right? And then at that point, you know that there's a good chance that at 75, a decent hit of heroin's going to take you out. So, I mean, it's almost like it's your choice. Any recommendations for a current roster to start a franchise on, then? You know, Murray, for your sake, right here, right now, I will upload my roster on the Xbox Series consoles. It is up to date as of the Kopitar signing, and I'll just record the video after the stream. Why not? Why not? Share your files. Why not? We'll put it out there right now. Just for you, Murray. Just for you. Just for you. Those download numbers aren't bad, given that I put out like 8 roster updates last year. I put out 2 this year. Can you tell whose motivation EA killed? This guy's. This guy. Yes. So that's fun. Oh, let's see. Let's put this roster out there, huh? I just finished season 2 on my franchise too. Well, now it's time to start a new one. Damn it. Select. Enter description. We got the old ticket on our Cynical Blues. Thank you for the 5 months on the tier 1. I appreciate you. How the heck are you? All right. Upload to EA Sports World. There you go. So it might take a minute for it to show up. Make sure you leave a thumbs up, you bastards. We need another Wreckfest night. That we do. I'm sure it'll happen at some point. There you go. Yeah, that file's live. There you go. There you go. And yeah, like I said, I'll have a video out talking about all the decisions with it, so. With being an ICU nurse, do what you want to do and die right. All right. One of these nights, I'm going to be right here when I'm 75, and that'll be it. It'll just happen on stream. Let's do it. Still waiting for the TEW playthrough? I think. So the issue with that, AJ, is as much as I do enjoy those games, again, roster editing nerd, and that applies to those as well. So that's quite the undertaking, you know? That can be a bit of a problem. That can be a bit of a problem. Did I see Tarasenko was on a plane to Dallas? I did. I did. Who knows if that was legit, though. What would be my last meal? What's with all the dying questions? Jesus. My last meal. Get me a slice of pizza made by my future father-in-law. I put the picture up on Twitter. Helsinki, Finland. Compi Mall. Lopez on floor number 5. Their empanadas. I would kill a man. I would. Hence the death row. So there you go. Where's the most embarrassing place to get shot? If The Sopranos taught me anything, it's in the thigh when you meant to get intentionally shot in the ass cheek. So that is my deal. I think my chat's trying to say. Yeah, I think chat is trying to say something without actually saying something. So there you go. I mean, location? Getting shot at a Chuck E. Cheese would be pretty bad. Okay, we have $20 million in salary with $77 million in cap space. We need some cap whales, huh? We need another goalie. I mean, we need everything. All right, let's go sign some cap whales. That way my entire cap structure of this team doesn't get incredibly screwed. Who are the vets? Nicholas Svedberg. Congratulations. Let's sign you to a decent deal. Defensively, we'll bring back Vitas Maki. Old Vitas Maki. And forward-wise,
I'm just trying to
Person.
walk through this fucking grass.
I'm gonna go shout out to Mamu Donjoy. Mamu Donjoy. Mamu Donjoy. Thank you for the ball. Appreciate you. All right, that is the first examples of our cap whales that we need to sign before we begin this season. Yeah, no shit, they all accepted. What are we at now? All right, we need one more cap whale. One more. And it is going to be... Who is it going to be? Zach Ronaldo, baby. Zach Ronaldo is the cap whale. Sub 70 overall to help fill out the roster. Congratulations, Zach Ronaldo. Let's get him on the team first, and then we'll organize what we're going to look like this year. And did we have any RFAs that held over? We did. Denver Barkey was a holdout. So let's go ahead and get him signed. Mr. Barkey. There we go. All right, so our team for the 2026-2027 season. Gabriel Daig and Enqvist. Morin, Hamonic, Ellis, Koistinen, Lettinen, and Yell. Works for me. Unless we wanted to go off of potential. In which case, Rick Byers should be in there over Yell. And then Bure is a medium 7th. Do you like the 4018 custom? I do. I do. I'm not done with it yet either. I do indeed. All right, so Ragnarson's showing up as an 86. We got to send down 2 dudes. So Lavin's a medium bottom 6. Romeo will be down for Denver Barkey. So Thorison's a medium bottom 6. Stevenson's a medium top 6. All right, so all of these AHL level guys, just like last year, AHL potential guys. To be honest, they're AHL level. That it was, Ender. That it was. Let's see. Reese DeBoer, Nick Brunstrom, Serge Bouchard. All right. How many other guys with bad potentials do we have? I think we have run out. Anybody else in the AHL? Para. All right. So the medium bottom 6s are in trouble. Because we got a lot of medium bottom 6s. A lot of medium bottom 6s, right? So Peterson, Pittis. Again, I wish the scroll wasn't broken, but it is. So it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got to send down 3 of these guys. So the lowest rated medium bottom 6s are on the outs. All right. That works. That works. That works. So if we go best lines, we want to set this up by best potentials. It'll be Ellis and Byers. We'll stick with Morin and Hamonic. What is the better shot? Hamonic does. And then Lettinen and Koistinen. All right, so that's our defense. Forward-wise, medium 9, medium 9, medium 6, medium 6. All right, medium bottom 6 on the way down. Lavin's a medium bottom 6 as well. These guys are pretty much identical. High bottom 6 for Cole Brown. Warrior, I tend to agree, yeah. Braden Yeager's a medium bottom, or medium top 6. Denver Barkey is a medium 9. Got Michkov at the low elite, Ragnarsson a medium elite, Gavin. I don't know if we're going to keep the same coach. But if so, then Gavin stays there. And Braden Yeager will be on that different line. I'm not too worried about the +5. I'd be more worried about having Braden Yeager in the proper spot. So Michkov, Yeager, Ragnarsson. We'll go with Para, Gavin, and Stevenson. Apple, Uphell, Barkey, and DeBoer. We'll go Lavin, Thorison, and Brown. It's getting there, right? It's getting there. We have some pieces that aren't that bad. It's getting there. We need Serge Bouchard. We need Chubasov in goal. It is Draft to Glory style Blues, so again, it's players with character issues, as described by the game. Thibodeau, Brunstrom, Peterson, Bouchard. There's quite a few guys I got to get into this lineup. Yanni Atacalio. You can be out for Peterson. Ivanov is not ours. Oh boy. Hillman's not ours. Person's not ours. Ratanen's not ours. Bouchard is. Pushkarev is not ours. We'll get Brunstrom. How does the game describe character issues? It literally says character issue. Or that character is a weakness. Timo Hacken will be out for Thibodeau. And then defensively, Suprikin's not ours. All right, we're good. We're good, we're good. At least as good as we're going to be. Good is a rather relative term, is it not? Really quickly in terms of scouting. Let's get an extra SHL scout in there. Got to keep an eye on the Schweden. And we need a W and an OHL scout. And we're good to go. Again, I wish there was a faster way to reassign these, but there is not. One of these days there will be. One of these days, one of these days. All right, we got to fire this goalie coach for the moment. So Conan, 59% scheme fit. Tierney, 50. Westgarth, 47. Hebert, 61. All right, so Hebert is our head coach as it stands. Cordoba, 50. Bickle is a 66. And Dimitrakos, 47. So congrats to Bickle, our new NHL head coach. Fair play. Fair play indeed. We'll drop Tierney down to the AHL. We'll make Westgarth the associate coach. We'll make Cordoba our assistant coach. And then AHL-wise, somebody's got to go. It's got to be the guy with the lowest teaching in Hebert. So sorry to you, buddy. Let's go with this dude as our head coach. And whoops. There we go. That's fine. All right, we need 2 goalie coaches, and then we are pretty much good to go. And there's a B-rated goalie coach. Yes, please. Jody. Not enough of guys named Jody nowadays, you know? It was Jody Shelley. The wrestling nerds out there. Jody Fleisch. How many other Jodys are there? I'm out of Jodys. Why do I feel like there's a Jody? I'm just not remembering. Paulie, what's going on? Jody Hull. Sure. That's a fair one. There's a fair one. Jody Threat. God. See? You see how few Jodys there happen to be? That's what I'm saying. Goodness. All right. I think we're on the good dudes. Of course we are. We ain't giving up on this. I think we're good, though. The lines are good. We haven't seen them with our new coach yet, but we know he's the best scheme fit. It's a -1 for the second line, but I'm not too worried. -2 for the third pair defense, but that's okay. Derp, what's going on? Good to see you as well. As far as I know, we're good. The only issue, of course, is that our locker room chemistry stanks, but It's a bunch of douchebags who are in the same locker room who are mad that they're losing all the time. What did you expect? Other than for them to be big mad all the time. Our chemistry always seems to bounce back up to about 66%, though, after the preseason, which is pretty nice. We'll put the over-under at 9.5 wins again, in terms of how we think we'll do. But I'd like to think we could do okay. I might be wrong, but I'd like to think. You know, our ratings for the season, 60, 58, 65. We are getting better. Better is a relative term. As is good. So, this we know. This we know. But, it's alright. The good dudes got it made. The good dudes got it made. I feel like I'm forgetting something. But we're going to move forward. Forward march. Let's do it. Let's do it. We won't be anywhere near a playoff spot yet. I don't know if we're ever going to make the playoffs. That could be the real prediction. Are we going to make the playoffs at any time in the next 10 years? And honestly, I couldn't necessarily blame people if they were to vote no. That might be the correct response. Might be. We do have 4 wins already, though, which is a hell of a lot better than I was expecting. That's pretty good. Richmond Americans are doing relatively well, at least in terms of happiness. We have 5 wins before December. Make it 6 to kick off December. 7? Is that the first time we've ever won back-to-back games? We've had much better constructed teams lose more games than this. We are 1 win away. And there is the over. So, yeah. I guess people were confident that 9.5 was too low of a line. I haven't been very good at setting the line. I haven't been very good at it at all, apparently. Aside from that first season, we nailed it. Literally had to win the final game of the season against Pittsburgh to hit the over, and we did. But I guess I underrated just how much we're improving, which is nice. And we beat Chicago, too. We're going to set a franchise record in wins as we lose 10-0 to San Jose. But don't worry, franchise record in wins. Any notable blockbusters? Not according to the game, so. Be some other trades, but no blockbusters. Good to know. Can we hit 15 wins? Can we hit 15? It's rules atrocity of what's going on. Basic idea, we only draft players with character issues. To see if they can work together. Like the Disney movie this is. Hey, 15, 60, and 7. To end our season, 61 points for Liam Ragnarsson. Our top player, of course. Team chemistry down to 45 at the end of the season. Let's look at our points here. So Ragnarsson again did pretty well. 58 for Michkov, 57 for Braden Yeager. So that was our top line. Not a whole hell of a lot of depth, but yeah, clearly that top line's NHL caliber. The rest of them, maybe not. 21 points for Cole Brown. Stevenson with the 25 as a rookie. Defensively, 36 points for Etienne Morin, which isn't bad. Goaltending wise, Daig with an 890 and an 889 for Nicholas Enqvist. Yeah, the Johnny Manziel of, basically. Can we turn Johnny Manziel, his archetype, into winners? That is the idea. As dumb as it is. With player morale on, which is a terrible idea for Draft to Glories. Nick Ehlers continues to be the best player in hockey in this franchise. Phil Tomasino was awesome. Robertson and McKinnon, the only guys to break 100 points. Again, high-end scoring is going down. The generalized scoring is up. 65 goals for Robertson. You got Bedard on 58. Quite a few guys broke 50. Matthews, McKinnon, Ehlers, Pacioretty, and Connor McDavid. Also, yeah, for Tomasino, 9 goals, 96 assists. It's decent. Defensively, 91 points each for Dougie Hamilton and John Carlson now in San Jose. We do have a fully drafted lineup, yes. Shout out to Justin Barron. He did very well, too. 31 goals for Dougie. Goalie-wise, the winningest is Jake Ottinger. Shutout leader with 13. Colorado's Ilya Samsonov. And save percentage king among starters, Philadelphia's Carter Hart. Amongst rookies, 45 points was enough, apparently. B Major, 21 months. How is that possible? Thank you, sir. How are you tonight? I hope you were doing well. Odds are Andrew Basha of the Toronto Maple Leafs will win the Calder due to his plus-minus over Alan Lucic or Tanner Howe of the Detroit Red Wings. So keep that in mind. This is also Will Smith's rookie year. Adam Fantilli. Interesting rookie class. Obviously, IRL. Fantilli won't be waiting until 2026-27 to have his rookie season. Major, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Another bad option there. Shout out to Schmegelvitsburg, the fourth of the Schmegelvitsburg dynasty. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Oh, man. So, yeah, no playoffs for us, obviously. Let's get through this. For us, still, it's all about the draft. It might never not be about the draft. That might be all that we have to look forward to year in and year out is the goddamn draft. It might be. We might never turn that corner. The Colorado Avalanche have won the Stanley Cup. The Tucson Roadrunners winning the AHL's Calder Cup. Currently doing a Ducks franchise drafting Leo Carlson. His lack of growth is not helping my team. Oh, God, I've had the nickname forever now. So. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can't relate, though, to childhood nicknames being a username. 7 games over the New York Rangers to win the Stanley Cup. Calder Cup, 6-game series between Tucson and Belleville. Let's take a look at the Avs in 2026. Well, Cale Makar's there. McKinnon, Rantanen, Nichushkin, Lehkonen, Charlie Coyle, Anze Kopitar. I imagine Kopitar retires. Evander Kane. Stanley Cup champion Evander Kane. Wildcatter on the primer as well. Thank you for that. You guys are far too kind tonight. Appreciate you. Let's take a look at these awards. There are your first 5 Stanley Cup winners in this franchise. 4 teams from the Western Conference, by the way. So, Nick Ehlers, 4 straight Art Ross trophies, as well as 4 straight Arts. I don't know why he's so insane. The Norris goes to Cale Makar. Andrew Basha does win the Calder. Conn Smythe to Cale Makar for the 2nd time in his career. Carter Hart wins the Vezina. Some of his other awards, obviously not as important. They're just more random. Hendrix Lapierre wins consecutive Selkies. Ehlers wins his 4th straight Ted Lindsay Award. And Jason Robertson gets the Rocket Richard. In the AHL, Patrick Kane was top goal scorer. Bacher. Ooh, we were looking at that guy before, but we couldn't take him. Of the Providence Bruins, was league MVP. Dude named Hall was top goal scorer. Volk, top rookie. Scott Perunovich was the top defenseman. Scott Wedgwood, top goaltender. And MVP of the playoffs, Aku Aratu. Atu's brother. So there you go. Drew in over under 60. If he plays with McKinnon, it's at least 50. Lucky Leroy on the primer as well. Thank you for that. The 11 months. How are you? Feel like it's been a little bit. Hope you're doing well. Come on, top lottery odds. We get the 3rd pick again behind Chicago and Vancouver. About time there's a franchise-level player. Shout out to 983 goals for Ovi. About time there's a franchise-level player that was worthy of going first overall with character issues, and we missed out on him. I will scream. Internally. But I will scream. Yeah, Ovi as a Red Wing is pretty bizarre. Also, poor Evgeny Malkin. Who was the head coach of your last NHL team? Mike Babcock? Defensively, John Carlson's gone. Victor Hedman, Letang, Doughty, Torrey Krug. Jazz Hands. Multiple-time Cup champ. And in goal, Bobrovsky. 400 career wins. Varlamov, Anderson, Jake Allen, Antti Ranta, and others. So this is our 4th year with best lottery odds, and we only won once. Correct! As Drew Doughty becomes a head coach. Or at least a coach, maybe not a head coach. Yeah, our lottery odds aren't great. So here we go. It's yet another draft, as we'll be saying a lot. Please, God, do not let Christopher Dominguez have character issues. Oh, thank God. And the 2nd overall pick, Gary Mallet. Come on. Okay, now we're rooting for character issues. Frederick Lindbergh, nothing. Yeah! Dorian, you big douche! Come on down! We'll actually have an elite caliber player. Outspoken douchebag! Yes! Oh, baby! Gold Schneip all alone, close quarters, beauty backhand, relentless and magnetic. Whew! Oh, Dorian, that man gone to our team. That's where Dorian man gone. A man gone to the team that's the best fit for him. If he goes in the top 2, I'm gonna be devastated. What about Kyle Barch? In this reality, we'll say son of Chris. Okay, yeah, this Mangone's the only guy. Come on, Mango. Do not get taken with one of the first 2 picks. Please, Jesus. There's one. Vancouver, I swear to God. Yes. Yes. We needed it. We got it. The American Dorian Mangon. Mangoni. Mangon. I'm going to go with Mangoni because it's fun. Dorian, welcome to the team. We needed you so badly. Oh my God. He's only a 77, but medium elite. Oh, look at that shooting category. He can skate. He is a pure sniper. And again, the full house of abilities as well. We needed that. He might not have been first overall, but we needed that. We couldn't afford another first-round pick, Denver Barkey. So, Dorian, welcome aboard. We needed you very, very badly. Round number 2. This is where... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to up the quality of the draft, so... we will have to do that after this one. Not to say there won't be good players in this draft, but the overall quality would be a little bit higher. Then again, I kind of like it being on low quality because then real-world players are that much more effective. So maybe I'll leave it this way just to experiment. Unfortunately, Ernest Mendoza is not available. That would have been amazing. Zach Bowdens? Gets emotional at times. That's not a negative enough. Mikhail Pavlikovsky. Not a fit either. Zach Sabarin. Not a fit. Jalen Grume Morris. Nope. All right. Well, I can't complain too much. We at least got someone with our top pick. But, yeah. Can struggle with the desire to win, but keeps his emotions in check. All right. Right now, it's not looking too good for us here. I can't complain too much. At least the first round pick worked out well. Damn. Yeah, right now this is not going too well. Not going too well at all. Oh God. Hello? Is there anybody with character issues? Please? We're practically in third-round picks at this stage. Oh my god. Double I. Your name's not even Isaac at that point. It's Isaac. Anyway. Bobby Machias, great name. Yes, okay. Tristan Abdelkader. That's all we got. Let's try to find someone else really quickly. Teammate utilization for Jamison Winther. But right now, Abdelkader. We also have Amir McNabb. I know we're low on time. I am aware. Damn it. Okay, at least we have some players, for God's sakes, but obviously the quality isn't amazing. Let's call that timeout. We got a couple of dudes on the short list. A lot of these guys are teammate utilization. There's Amir McNabb, who we don't know a ton about. Some concerns if he can handle a professional environment. There's Henry Martin. Unconfirmed, 4 years out. Jamison Winther, I think we could aim higher. It does have character as a positive trait, so we're going to eliminate him. Mario Brouillard, 4 years out at 18. And then Tristan Abdelkader, 3 years out at 18. We're going to go for Abdelkader here from the Niagara Ice Dogs. Tristan Abdelkader, he is a medium 9, 62 overall grinder. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. Third round. We'll know that we'll have a couple of dudes on the list already, including McNabb, including Martin, Brouillard. Now we can take a look at others that we didn't get to see yet. Character issues for Jan Bondra, another medium 9. Again, third round's kind of the last time that we base it off of projection, and then we switch to OVR. Or list of potential, not so much OVR, but kind of OVR, if you think about it. Come on. One more big steal would be immense for us. It's not looking too good. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Character issues for Boris Kolsnik. It's a low 9, though. Okay, sorting by strengths and weakness would be great. So these are the options that we have. Defensively, again, Mario Brouillard, 4 years out at 18. Bit of a mystery box. Henry Martin, unconfirmed, 4 years out. Almost a confirmed low 4. That's a bit scary. Amir McNabb, pure mystery box. And then the two forwards are Kolsnik, who's a confirmed low 9, so he's out. And Jan Bondra. 5 years out at 18 for Bondra's not great. It's got to be one of these defenders. Brouillard, unconfirmed quick pick. I think it's got to be Amir McNabb. He fits the criteria the best. He is a 61 overall, medium 6. That's not too bad. So far, we haven't had a huge swing and a miss, so I'm pretty content with that. Now, in terms of the guys who actually have good potentials, do any of them fit the bill as just a pure dickhead that no one else wants? That would be great for our team in this dumb challenge that we're currently going for. And so far, it's not looking good for us. Character issues for Esteban Sharma. Okay. So that's a 1. And you could see that we were already pretty far down the list. Reese Matsumoto also fits the bill. You have anybody else? I mean, obviously we need a few more people, please, for the love of God. Please, for the love of God. Please, please, please. Character issues for Jermaine Garcia, goaltender. Okay. We at least have options to draft. Might not be able to snag all these guys. Again, only one pick per round, but it's looking a little bit better just in terms of pure numbers than I thought it was going to. Character issues for Kolesnik. So he is still on the board at a low 9, but again, it's a low 9 that I can't rightfully take a low 9 potential player. I just can't do it. Anybody else? Anybody else? Concerns about professional environment for Ronkel, the German. All right, we are pretty much at the end of the line there. So let's call a timeout, see how many people we have on the board. Obviously, we have 4 picks left in this draft. And only 4 players on the board. But they're spaced out enough that we should end up with all 4. So our next pick is going to be the goaltender from Denmark, Jermaine Garcia, who hopefully will be a starter goalie. I doubt it. I think he'll end up being a fringe. But Jermaine Garcia is the choice. He is indeed a medium fringe, but that is still a usable goaltender. Round number 5. Pretty much no choice but to go for Esteban Sharma, the American left winger playing in the QMJHL, who is a medium bottom 6. Round number 6. We will go for these 2 guys are long shots. Look at how far down the board they are. Let's go for the German Emil Ronkel, the 19-year-old, low 7th, and pick 199. Our annual pick at 199. Reese Matsumoto of the Kelowna Rockets. Low bottom 6. Okay, well, those last 2 picks didn't work out too well for us. But getting old Mangon, the Mangoni, the Mangoni. We did okay. We did okay. Wasn't the worst draft in the world. We did all right. The bad news is that Liam Ragnarsson's oh god, everyone's contract. Thank God for RFA status, but once RFA statuses are gone, everyone on this team is going to be man gone, and we're going to be screwed.